Hello, and welcome to CRU's weekly ferroalloy roundup. I'm Greg Smart, and today I'm joined by Tom Bucic to take a look at what's been happening recently in the chrome ore market.
Thanks, Greg. Good to be back. It's been an interesting, I would say, couple of months, 6 months really. As you see, after the price rally in January of this year, we started to see quite a heavy decline in, mid-March, April, as a result of the weaker downstream demand from the auto car sector globally. Many countries and continents are facing quite a situation now from the decline of growth from the auto car segment. And not only that, but also household appliances has also seen quite a dip as well. And again, focusing now on the chrome ore side, it has taken quite a hit as a result of this oversupply of stainless steel units, just because of, again, weaker downstream demand, particularly looking at China on this occasion, seeing as the majority of chrome ore is sent over there. So it's to be expected. Over the past few months we have seen this decline, but however, recently in July, we saw a development happening on the nickel situation over the past 2 weeks now.
And so what is this development in the nickel market?
Yeah, looking at, 2 weeks ago, we saw Volkswagen and Tsingshan take quite a large position on the, nickel LME side, buying a lot of units due to Indonesia announcing a cutback in nickel ore production by 2022. So these large companies are looking to position themselves just in case. And it kind of comes out possibly at quite good timing. If you see where stainless steel prices were heading in China, for example, now with nickel prices going up, it has supported an increase in price.
So this boosted nickel prices then, yeah?
Well, of course. It boosted the stainless steel price. The nickel, the rally on the nickel LME price has resulted in an increase in stainless steel prices from as far as we gather, and that's had kind of a butterfly effect on the chrome ore side, because the stainless steel producers now getting more for their money. Really, they can opt to use much higher priced chrome ore. And not only that, there's also been a high freight cost added recently. Firstly, it's not just the sulfur cap, which has to be done by the end of this year, by 2020, but also we have seen not a lack of availability, but more competition for your Panamax and your handy-size ships. And that's due to a lot more competition from other commodities such as iron ore, manganese ore. So the chrome ore, anyone involved in those markets has had to fight to get any new ships in order to send them across.
So sort of tighter logistical supply there then?
Agreed. And we have seen prices rise anywhere from $5 to $7 as a result. So it's kind of been an amalgamation of the nickel rally recently over the past 2 weeks, but also this higher freight cost, which has boosted an increase in the chrome ore price. To what extent, though, will this continue to go up? That's the next question, I guess. And from what we are still seeing in China, there's still quite a bit of availability of ferrochrome, just because of the new electricity reforms that we've heard about, and it has resulted in just much more availability of ferrochrome. So on one hand, sure, the chrome ore price is being supported from this nickel rally and higher freight costs, but on the other, there's still quite a lot of availability of ferrochrome in China. And looking at still stainless demand, it's still negatively affected because of the downward growth from the auto car sector. So there's a lot to take in, really. I guess the main question moving forward is, do we expect to see maybe a further increase in price on the chrome ore side? But many people are not expecting it, just because of the aforementioned, from what I mentioned previously. So it's a lot to take in, really, and moving forward.
Yeah, it sounds like a tricky one. There seems to be sort of pros and cons on both sides of the argument for firm prices going forward.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, thanks very much, Tom, for your market insight. That was very helpful. For more information, what's happened in the ferroalloy space, be sure to read the full CRU Ferroalloys weekly review that's delivered to your inbox.